I started to say, fuck all this, fuck these retards, and I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna handle what I gotta handle. And I started building my business brick by brick. They didn't want to stop laughing. They didn't want to stop laughing. They wanted to keep me like a joke. And I started slaughtering them one by one, and only them were left, and they still wanted to keep playing like they're the ones, they're the big shots, they're this. And fuck all that shit. You know, I had to do it, and I did it.
What does it feel like that you actually did this on your own, from yourself, and poured everything into it? Do you look at it and say, I'm actually here?
After everything I've been through, you know, I just turned to the Lord, man, and I'm grateful to God. That's all it is. You know, that feeling that you're talking about, I wish I would have had it. I would have had it if I would have got there on the path that I was on. But where I'm at now, it's not about what I have or what I feel. It's about what I can do to participate in this world in a beautiful way, so that I could leave a legacy of that, you know, that saves people the misery and makes life easier for others going forward. That's it.
Are there other people that do that in the district?
If they see a vulnerable, the behavior has changed now, but they would play these nasty, dirty tricks. They think they play these fucking tricks. That's why I run up on these people, bro. Like saying you're me, telling me this. I fucking run up 2 inches, an inch away from their face, screaming at them, and telling them what the fuck their problem is or where my money is or whatever it is. You know, say these dirty little games, bro. I take the jewelry, I manufacture it, I put a fair markup, I brand it, I come up with a clever idea. I don't come around scheming like a snake.
You're doing business.
How I could bribe your employee or hide a sale or run off on a bill or, you know, do this or poison some other person. These fucking people, you know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as I see that, I attack them and I hurt them. I'll hurt them, man.
Guys, today on the show, I have someone who literally changed the game in the jewelry world. His name is Shoa Ajani, but the world knows him as Traxx NYC. He's the founder and CEO of Traxx NYC, operating right out of the New York City Diamond District with over 4 million followers on Instagram and a brand that became a household name in the jewelry business. But here's what makes Max's story different, so special. He's an immigrant, born in Azerbaijan, raised in Queens, and just 18 years old, he took his birthday money, bought a camera, and started photographing jewelry in the Diamond District to sell it on eBay. Everyone around him laughed. Nobody in the Diamond District was doing business online. He did it anyways. Today, we break down the whole journey, how he built Traxx NYC from nothing, why he was right when everybody said he was wrong, and something most people never talk about, the real math behind investing in gold, silver, precious metal, and why it might be the smartest financial move you're not making. This episode is a masterclass. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I was 7 years old when I came in 1993. I turned 7 in America. And then I opened up the business 11 years later in 2004. I founded Traxx NYC and I incorporated in 2005.
Why?
Wanted to make money. You know, I came here as an immigrant, you know, got dumped into this culture, the American culture. And, you know, back then people had the lunch boxes, the light up sneakers, it was cable television, and I didn't have any of it, you know. And it was a long list of have-nots. Can't have this, can't do that. Don't know what sneakers to get, don't know anything. So I realized that I wanted to have things, and I wanted to be rich, and I wanted to, you know, live a good life. So as soon as I got the chance, graduated high school, I got into the money, man.
Did you get into money right away?
No. Oh, well, I did actually.
Did you make money on your first deal?
Yeah, I made $50 on my first deal. But, you know, listen, I started out, I was 18 years old. I didn't know anything about gold. I didn't know anything about diamonds. I didn't know anything about business. I just photographed a ring that looked kind of like this. It cost, actually, I didn't make any money. I lost money on it.
It's nice.
Well, it was $750, and I wanted to see if I could even sell it. So I just put it up on eBay for $750, and somebody bought it the next day, and I was in shock. You know, I didn't believe that. I didn't even know what $750 was, you know, like to have $750 or something. I was just 18 years old, 20 bucks in my pocket or whatever. So, I mean, I made that first sale and I started learning about carats of gold, carats of diamonds. And I started becoming successful, but I had one foot in, one foot out. And then I took a turn for the worse. You know, my friends, I didn't have, you know, the skills that I needed to get it right. It wasn't... had a little bad luck, and then I went into debt for 10 years, and I had to fight that off, and, you know, and then I learned what business discipline is. I paid that off, and I started rising from there.
So you come from Azerbaijan?
Yeah.
Okay. What did this place even seem like compared to that?
You know, I moved to a Jewish neighborhood, because we were Jewish refugees, so to speak. It was Russian-speaking in Rego Park. And I just started making friends, and I just, what did it seem like? It didn't seem good because I was just an outcast immigrant learning English. But, you know, having friends and going through that whole process and being a nobody didn't feel good, didn't seem good. But it was good, you know, but it wasn't for me, so.
You built this business.
Yeah.
So online, $300 million business.
Sure.
With not a single investor.
That's right.
How did you do that?
Well, you know, I just took the opportunities that were there, especially when we're living in a technological age when opportunities are coming around faster and faster. And, you know, the first one on the internet where you could go on eBay, you could photograph this over here, put it up on eBay, sell it, then buy it, was an opportunity. And that's one that I took. And you didn't need capital. You just needed a camera. So
Are you the guy that started on 47th Street selling jewelry on social media, on the internet?
Yeah, I was one of the first ones. You know, back then people used to laugh at the internet, selling on the internet. This is when Google and Amazon were still, you know, more or less startups, you know what I'm saying, back then. I mean, they weren't, but they weren't the gigantic corporations that they are now. So I was in the mix, you know, I was on the tail end of that .com type of vibe. And when I used to say jewelry, you know, I sell jewelry on the internet, people would be like, jewelry on the internet? They would laugh, man. They would laugh. They would think it was like ridiculous. The internet was like some wacky place. But the common person is always backwards. They're always not believing, going with the flow, you know? If you're going with the flow, you're not going anywhere, man.
So you've always gone with the flow.
I mean, not that, you know, when you're going with a large group, you're never going to get ahead of them. I'm trying to figure out what things are based on reason and logic and first principles. You know, like Elon Musk.
Torah.
He realizes that the only way to make rocket flight sustainable is to be able to reuse a rocket. You got to land it, so you got to develop and reuse it, and that's what he did. Not like, you know, a NASA scientist. Well, you know, we've been doing boosters, so we have to do this and do that. And if you run a business like that based on what common knowledge is, you're gonna have a common result. You got to be able to push the envelope. So I was able to push the envelope for myself, and I still do that. And it helps me build a business, build a brand, make money, and live the American dream that I was lusting after when I landed here and when I was growing up here when I was a kid, man.
Kids? You have kids?
No, not at the moment.
Not at the moment? Okay.
What about you, Mark?
I've got 4 daughters.
Oh, wow.
So I know how to French braid. And they're adults.
Right.
So
Where were they when you were inside for 15 years?
So my 3 adult daughters were with their mom. And they...
Would they write to you, or...?
They did. They wrote a lot until they got toward the end in high school and went off to college. And then 2 went off to law school, and then they actually... they're now social media celebrities. They have a food channel.
Right.
And they do pretty crazy.
How was the reunion when you got out with your daughters? How was that? Was that tough?
Well, with my youngest, my 20-year-old,
Right.
who I'm super close with, we are like, we're together all the time.
Right.
She has a bedroom at our place, our home in Miami, Miami Beach. My 3 adult daughters are tough. We're still distant. I took my Madison and Carly. We went to La Marais for a steak,
Right.
and they
That's the French kosher place.
yeah, over by Times Square.
Yeah.
And it's been hard.
Yeah. I imagine.
It's really, really hard, and they're my life. They're they're my life force. They kept me strong.
Do you think the relationship was burdened because of this time you spent in jail?
I think so. I don't want to say what I really think happened because I don't think it would be respectful in certain respects. But they're tough. They're tough. They they come from my former father-in-law, a very wealthy guy,
Right.
and just so I'm praying and davening and trying to reach out to them.
Right.
I did get a nice response on Mother's Day, better than nothing.
Yes,
Wishing
yes.
them a happy Mother's Day.
All right.
But prison's not a good thing.
No, it's not, man.
It's not fun. And
To give 15 years of your life away to sitting inside and and you surviving that, it's ridiculous, man. How did it change you?
it gave me my empathy and humility back.
Really? Before that, you were...
When I made a lot of
You're out of
money, I
control.
became an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So
you were
at
humbled.
least you haven't.
Right.
You know.
I was humbled too. I was humbled. I didn't go to jail. I just went into debt. So just as fun.
Well, like for real estate, we use debt as it's a tool.
Yeah, but listen, when you're in debt and you have the pressure that you owe somebody money, not like, whatever it is, but it's a different type of debt. It was it's a school of hard knocks. And you get humbled. Nobody has to be humbled in this world. But if you don't humble yourself, you might get humbled. I mean, you might have a day of disaster waiting for you. Like so many people have, like Diddy or this one or that one. You're playing too much, and a day of a catastrophe is awaiting you. And I don't know what the story is, what it was for you, but for me, I'm glad I got it out early in life so I could humbly walk with the Lord, and avoid catastrophes for the rest of my days here, man. That's just really what it is.
So Hashem is the greatest equalizer. He does everything for the good. So you're always talking about gold as a hedge, gold being the hedge. Explain it to me. Why is gold the ultimate hedge against everything? Why is gold the best investment there is?
Why is gold the best? It's not the best investment. It's just a safe way to keep your money. And especially, I started explaining a gold to the public when the price was $1,250. So when I started the business, it was $350 an ounce, which was practically free. But I didn't know anything about it.
Say that again.
$350 an ounce.
Say that after what you just said after.
Practically free?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it was practically free, but I didn't know anything about it at that time. I just said, okay, gold is $350, and then when it went up to $400, I'm like, oh, it's up. And then when it went up all the way up to $700, I bought this Franco chain, $700 an ounce, and I remember thinking, damn, I'm buying at an all-time high. I was like, it's this all-time high, but I'll buy it. And lo and behold, now it's $4,600 an ounce. So, and I went through the Great Recession. It went up to 1950, and then it crashed down to 1250. And I saw that's the floor. So you could buy in. You could safely have a gold chain at the floor of 1250, and then it'll pay for itself, even if you overpaid for it. So I just try to explain that to the public. And, the public needs to understand that the olden days of America are over. They went off the gold reserve in, 1970, whatever it was. And, and then they had a fun run printing it. But the bottom line is you can't save in dollars. You just can't do it. And you need to be able to learn how to save in metals for the average person. If and you might want to be able to buy S&P or here or there, but if you want to stay safe, silver and gold is a great way to start that process and put money aside, as they do in every country over the course of civilization. China, and China invented currency, and they've went through currencies hundreds of times. Mm-hmm. That's why the cultures at this point in time knows to buy and keep gold, so you don't lose your savings, man.
So if you had $10K,
yeah,
you wouldn't put it in crypto. You wouldn't put it in stocks. You'd put it in gold.
I mean, I would maybe
and silver.
Yeah, I would. What's his name? Peter Schiff. He likes to buy gold mining stocks. That's a good move. And you might not go wrong with that. But if you just want a no-brainer, you go and you put away in metals, and you'll be fine over the course of 10, 20 years. Some people buy Pokemon cards. Or some people might, the Swatch, like people the new Swatch AP collabs coming out.
But it's a pocket watch.
Who cares? You buy it. There's enough hype.
You buy and put it away.
You put it away for 20 years, 25 years, unopened, and then you sell it and whatever. Some people, I was saying that, people are laughing.
But a lot of people don't have the bankroll that you have, the staying power to do that.
Right.
That are new, that are just coming up.
$400?
That's how much it is, $400.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I think you put that away.
Yeah, you could put that away.
It's a decent stake.
Some of the things that are selling today, if they're a popular item and it has a little hype, if you put it away for a long enough time, you could make money on it. There's video games that
my inmate number's on the back. That's what this watch means to me.
Right. What are these numbers?
My inmate number.
Your inmate number.
Oh,
Did you scratch that on yourself?
No, when you buy the watch at commissary, they put it on.
Oh, they put it on that?
They put it on everything. It's on your clothes, everything. You're a number.
So you bought this in commissary, huh?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's nice.
And I still wear it today, usually to work out. I had a podcast with a rabbi earlier.
You could put a 24-karat bezel on there if you wanted, replace the case or go crazy. Who the hell knows? But no, that's a sentimental piece, man.
This is it. This is my come up right there.
Right.
That is it. So you wouldn't buy anything but gold and silver.
No, I buy some mining stocks. I bought that.
Mm-hmm.
I might buy, an office or a building out here in the Diamond District so I could put my operation. Listen, money is a game. You got to know what you're doing. The only advice I could give somebody that's going to be safe for them to take, that they're not going to come to me, and say, I lost all my money because of you, okay? I don't want that to be the case. So if you're a beginner in money and you don't know what the hell you're doing, you go and you load up on silver and gold. Now, at today's price, I don't know what that's going to do for you. Okay, you're going to have to wait some time. But I was saying it at
But it's still going to go up.
It's going to go up, but you have to wait 10 years. There might be better opportunities, okay, over the course of time now. So money's a game. You got to play it. If you don't know what the hell you're doing and you're saving there's so many people over the course of this generation, they're saving up in their bank accounts. They're saving up right before the pandemic, especially. Right? They're saving up money in their bank accounts, man. And it was all eaten away by inflation. You can't save in your bank account. This is not 1955. Okay? This is a different America, and it's a different money game. So you want to take that advice, take it. You don't. I'm going to handle it. All my money triple doubles. No problem. I'm not a goy.
So what is the so the Rebbe doesn't call them goyim,
right?
Calls them non-Jews
unless they're not in the area. Then
so
he says
I'm trying to keep that
okay.
that focus,
yeah.
But Why is the Yiddish cup so different? Why are we born with a Yiddish cup? Why do we know how to do so well?
I guess it's
Work?
Listen, I didn't come from that background where, my father was a homicide detective. He's not Jewish. My mother's Jewish.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a homicide detective.
Here?
No, in Azerbaijan before we left. And my mother was a journalist, and they, we grew up in a communist environment. Nobody knew anything about gold or business or anything, but it was in me. It was in the blood somewhere.
Well, the hustle was in the blood.
Yeah, I mean, just the desire.
It wouldn't have mattered if it was shoes, or bicycles, or real estate. You chose jewelry. You told precious metals.
Yeah, something called me jewelry, but it's in me to break down the numbers, break down how much per gram, how much per day, how much is it per month, how much is this costing, what is it? It's just in me for me to break down the numbers and see where I could wiggle them to win.
That movement from eBay to selling these massive SKUs in the Diamond District was like a hop, skip, and a jump. What was it?
It was a learning experience. It was just a mission. I had to learn how to manufacture, and I had to learn how to be a leader, and I had to learn all these things, and I had to learn a lot. So, I mean, it wasn't a hop, skip, and a jump. It was a big trial and tribulation, and I had to learn how the world worked, trusting people and being naive. The amount of money I lost and was stolen and here and there. So things that I could have learned in 30 minutes, it took me 15, 20 years. And it's very unfortunate, but a lost time is never found again. But I got to make do with what I have now.
You said stolen.
Yeah.
Somebody ripped you off.
Oh, yeah.
Were they close to you?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why is it the people that we trust fuck us?
Because the relationships and the temptations weren't properly aligned, and I didn't have the discipline to do it properly. So they were, these are people I grew up with, and
I love that.
There was a guy that, we cut school together for the first time, on the first Friday of 7th grade, and he ended up, running off with kilograms of gold. 20 years later, 30 years later, whatever the hell it was. So,
you know what? I think I saw. I saw that video. Wait. Yeah, I did see that video.
Yeah.
You go after him? You get it back?
No, I mean, I was paying him $250,000 a year. So I just fired him, and I already saved $1 million. So I don't really know what the hell he was thinking. It's just the greed that this, and we were kids. I couldn't listen.
Jealousy.
It was jealousy. It was whatever. But I could have.
It's all jealousy.
If if I had the proper leadership skills, I could have guided him in a different life. But because we were kids, I couldn't. I lost my friends, and I had a hard go of it. And when I think about the life I could have had versus the one that I've lived, it's it hurts. But the the important thing is that people watching podcasts, or people moving forward, don't have to pay that toll, don't have to pay that price. They could learn the important ins and outs of business, and they could avoid those hard and miserable lessons. Man, that's it.
Today, if you went back and you could have avoided that lesson,
yes,
would you avoid it, or would you make sure you went through it? I
would run from that lesson as fast as possible, man. I'll just go make the money, live a beautiful life. Instead of having, $15, $20 million right now, I would have 200 or 400. And I would have a head filled with memories and beautiful things. And I'd have all of my friends. I was out in Tokyo, my guy over there, he was doing business, and he still has business with friends that he had it for a long time. And and he's like, those little few relationships, those people you run across in life that you build a relationship with over 20 years. And he has those people by his side, and I don't. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, damn, man, like, what would it be like if I had that friend and I made the right decisions instead of the wrong ones? And I'd still have friends and make those old jokes and all that other shit instead of, having my house burned down and whatever it is. But, those are bitter pills to swallow. And at least it's, some people, they drunk and drive and they hit somebody and they lose their life that way, or some other shit happens. And I had to, whatever. I wish I would have did it better. I would have had a blessed life beyond all measure, but I didn't.
But you are blessed.
Yes, I am.
You are blessed.
And imagine being even more blessed. Wouldn't that be something?
Well, you'd be blessing other people.
That would be nice.
You would be blessing other people.
Yeah. So that's what it is for me. I just want to share those lessons so people can.
This is more important than the chain under your T-shirt. This is more important than any gray hair or any discomfort you went through. Letting people know this is truly, forget all the craziness that goes on with the social media. This is actually really the real benefit. This is what you're doing to make people aware of the change. This is the amazing part of who you are.
Thank you, man. I mean, if that's the case, thank you. I mean, especially for
for you to go up against those guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I love what you did. I do the same thing. Okay. I probably wouldn't get sucker punched. I mean, somebody would spit on me. I probably had been spit on. I probably would have waited and got him when he wasn't paying attention. That's the way when I got stabbed by the Aryans in prison, they caught me off guard.
Right.
Going to the bathroom. And
what'd you do about that?
Survived the stab wounds.
Right.
20 seconds of trying to survive seemed like a half an hour fighting for my life.
Where did they stab you?
They stabbed me in the arms, the shoulder, and my stomach.
Right.
3 of them. And then I became friends with them. It's kind of how prison is.
Yeah, that's how it is.
I think it's probably kind of life when you tangle with somebody. Yeah. So when you expose those guys, did it have an effect on them?
Yeah.
People actually see what scumbags they are?
Yeah, a lot of shit happened because of that. I've had girlfriends because of that. I've had more business because of that. I'm on a podcast because of it, or whatever it is. And they learned a lesson from that. They left me alone. They left that exchange. They went on their own separate ways, So thank God for that. Because I was doing business with these assholes standing there for years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And when my friend that was from 7th grade robbed me, he robbed me because of them.
Why?
Because he showed up at 9 a.m. They knew he worked for me. He showed up at not even 9 a.m, like 6 a.m, 7 a.m. He was like he's just camping outside of the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And like the super calls them up because they were, partners in the landlords. And he calls up this guy and he's like, yo, this guy's out here. What do you want me to do? And they thought about me and how they hated me and how jealous they were of me because they're brothers working with their dad. And I'm by myself, and I'm doing better, and I'm smarter. And they fucking hate it. And they go, and they're like, let him in. And the guy comes in. Instead they could have called me and said, yo, come back when your boss is back. Instead, they let him in, go to the basement, empty it out. And then I find out that he was there that morning and emptying out a fucking safety deposit box. Well, if he would have called me, I would have known he had a deposit. His gold would have been stuck in that the gold that he embezzled would have been stuck there. But he didn't want to do that because he wanted to see me get robbed. And this type of shit.
Does that go on all the time?
It's them. And the haters, they wanted to keep me down because when I was down, when I was in debt, and these fucking idiots in the Diamond District were laughing, ha, 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 laughing at me like I'm a joke. And then I started to say, fuck all this, fuck these retards. And I'm going to come up and I'm going to handle what I got to handle. And I started building my business brick by brick. They didn't want to stop laughing. They wanted to keep me like a joke. And I started slaughtering them one by one. And only them were left. And they still wanted to keep playing like they're the ones, they're the big shots, they're this. Man, fuck all that shit. I had to do it and I did it.
Is it still like that? Is it... I mean, there's so many different little spots over there.
Yeah.
Is it like that? Is it that political?
Today, The SWAT team was there on the 11th floor of my building.
Today.
You're talking about guns, AR-15s, door breakers, and like Homeland Security agents hanging out. I don't know. They emptied somebody's shit. Somebody was doing trouble. And then I go down the stairs through the hallway, and the cops see me, and they're like, "Yo, give me gold, this, that." Shit like that. So shit's always going down, and it's a competitive place, man. Everyone's trying to eat. Everyone's trying to get a dollar, especially in today's ridiculously fucked up situation. The market, the Strait of Hormuz, the price of oil, this, that, AI, China.
I love the price of oil.
You love the price of oil, dude.
Started investing in oil last year. Did my first oil well.
Oh, there you go. Which one? What did you invest in? You started your own.
Petrovibe as on the working interest side.
Right
on with the GP.
There you go.
Yeah. I knew enough not to be an LP. And the guy's a great operator.
Right.
He's no bullshit.
Right.
His geologists are great.
Right.
But we bought.
Where's the oil well?
They're in Texas, outside of Houston. The oil production is in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And then we have one in Lubbock and one in Puerto Lavaca.
Right.
And then one in Laredo. And that's gas.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, listen, man, that's real business. That's a fantastic move.
It is. We got lucky. You make money at 52. Now it's 140.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
So.
Sometimes
it was pure luck. Pure luck.
Yeah. It's not pure luck. It's a good long-term business, but that's not pure luck. 52 was a crazy low. 52 was a ridiculously low price. I remember it was more than that when Bush was president.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they were just ripping us off at that time. So basically, it's a fight for survival. Diamond District, oil, here, there. You're on your own as a man. You got to make your own decisions. Make sure you eat and you live a good life. And no one's out here, building a great society where you could be a postman and get along. That's just not the way it is anymore. And I'm sorry that's the case, and I wish it was. And maybe Mondani is going to balance the budget.
What do we think about this guy, Mondani?
I listen, to be honest, at least he's working. You see him doing something here and there. He's active. But whether he's going to be effective and accomplish anything, I'm not sure. But, you got to give credit where credit is due. The guy's waking up every day and he's doing some shit.
We've seen a notable change in the density in Dade County.
It went up.
It went up, yeah.
No.
So the inventory was at about 11 months.
Okay.
Almost 360 days.
And that doesn't make your life better, bro.
And it shrunk down to 60 days.
Yeah.
And thank God my commute from where we live on Miami Beach to where we are in Wynwood is easy.
Yeah.
But some days it takes me 45 minutes to get 5 miles, and most days it takes me.
And now it's a little
minutes.
bit faster in New York City. So some people, if you have a rent-controlled apartment, you don't give a shit if someone's moving out from New York City and going down to Miami. That's just smaller lines and small. But if you're just coming here and you're trying to get a job, it's a game. So the rich, the poor, the here, the there. You got to figure it out.
I don't know how people actually survive here on a normal job.
You got to have a rent-controlled apartment. Some people are living in, some cheaper stuff. There's, cheaper property. Some people are renting a room. Their younger people do that all the time. They share an apartment. But, you'd be surprised what you could do when you have limited resources. You realize that buying all the extra shit you're doing, you don't need it.
So that affects you.
It affects you, sure.
Well, it affects you because people don't buy it. Jewelry is not a necessity.
No, it's not.
Not food, clothing, or shelter.
Yeah. But, for me, I have social media. I can...
Yeah. How do you maintain this velocity? It's all from social media?
Yeah. The billions of views that I've had helps me build a brand. But...
Oh, you have a brand?
Yeah.
A real brand.
Yeah.
Based on you.
That's everything.
Based on who you are.
So if I want to make money, I'm going to do something. I'm making something that's going to be, I got these opals for cheap. I got this for cheap. I'm going to sell it.
My mother used to love opals.
Every time I'm going to sell it, I'm going to raise the price. So basically that even if you don't have money, you could buy in and you're going to be able to increase the value. I'm going to try to build a brand where the value increases. So people can buy in even if they don't have money. So they can experience that or create a demand or artificial demand or something. Like I'm experimenting with that. Like Rolex will come out with a green dial or to discontinue, the Pepsi, and it's this and it's that. And then, people, just for color, people stand in line and they fight over it. So that's the game. That's
so Opal's going to be the game?
Opals is something I love to do. I'm buying crazy gems. Like, you got to go where nobody is. Okay, if nobody was paying attention to opals and they were all doing this, and that, I'm buying opals for $5 a carat. If the demand shows up, then it'll be $55 a carat. I'm in, right? Like you're in $50 a barrel. Okay, over here, again, we're people. It's innate for us to understand this. It's $50 a barrel. It's $150 a barrel. This is, you're going where the demand is low or high or whatever. For some people, they don't understand that. They are living in a different world. They're only there when the hype is there, okay? They're trying to buy Bitcoin at $100,000 or something like that. They're thinking that's the time. That's the way the goy are.
So you said before early on, you buy buildings. You do real estate.
I didn't buy one yet, but I have to. I mean, right now I'm paying rent $100,000.
Bro, it's the greatest business there is.
Yes.
I don't know the jewelry business.
No, the real estate is the greatest.
I've been doing this for 42 years.
Everybody graduates to real estate. Real estate is the top level business, and all the richest people are in real estate, man. Simple and plain.
Well, I know they're rich people. I'm just not one of them. So, but we're working on it. We're working on it. The business it's a necessity business for us because we're in the housing business. So I bet you'd be incredible in it.
Yeah. Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, just give me a second. I came from that Japanese flight and...
You just got here? You just came?
A week ago or 3 days. Oh, give me a second. Let me cough this out. I'm like an old man over here, man.
Bro, you just turned 40. 40, right?
I'm turning 40, yeah.
You're turning 40. I saw that in the boxing match.
I would have been great in real estate, but I came to America. I got into hip-hop culture, and I thought, damn, what the fuck? Give me a second here, man.
Yeah, chill. Spit it out. My 91-year-old uncle goes...
Yeah.
You run to the bathroom?
No, I don't need to. I mean, I just...
We don't want to lose you.
Just gotta cough, get this fucking water out of my windpipe.
Deep breath.
Thanks.
Deep breath. You get zen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get zen. Do you get zen?
No, I don't get zen.
No. I can't do that.
What is zen?
Zen is just totally chill.
Yeah.
Relax. Actually, I've been better lately. I have a better influence around me to chill.
Yeah, you look pretty zen. You look pretty zen. Anyway,
chill,
let me say what I was gonna say. When I came to, you say in real estate, I would have been good at real estate. I bet I would have.
Absolutely.
But I came to America, and I grew up, started listening to rap music, and I thought that Jesus pieces and diamond watches was the most important thing, and that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I wish I would have had a different group of friends and focused on that, and that would have been a whole different life for me, but that's not the way it played out.
Well, but you're still young. You're still young. Some people get into it in their 60s.
I'm tired, though, man. I'm tired of...
you don't look tired.
I suppose not, but, I am. I've been through a lot of stress in the past year for one reason or another when I shouldn't have. But whatever, I'll be fine.
But you handled it well, like a mensch.
Yeah. I'll be fine. But right now, I just want to build a team, make my money, and just chill out. I've been hustling with my back against the wall, trying to figure it out since I came to this country. It was being an immigrant from the moment I landed here, then finally getting out of high school and trying to make $1. My parents didn't have money, man. You know what I'm saying? People have a car, people have this, people have that, and I have $20, $15 in my pocket.
So that fueled you. That was your fuel.
Try to get to the money, and I spent 20 years trying to figure out what business is, what money is. But
you figured it out.
And I figured it out, and now it's 2026, and I just figured it out, and I'm 39 years old. So, I have a couple of dollars. I'm doing good. I'm doing better than most people, than really 99.9% of the planet. And I have to enjoy life. I'm not trying to chase in the next dollar. I'm trying to build a brand. I'm trying to have fun. And that's it.
You're definitely having fun.
I suppose I am.
So a lot of people buy jewelry, right?
Yeah.
And then they watch it lose value. How do you do that and not lose value?
Well, you buy gold heavy pieces.
Gold heavy pieces.
And that's it. You buy it close to spot. But jewelry is a luxury product. And if you want to get as drunk as possible, you buy Jamaican rum. If you want to have a good time, you buy champagne. Champagne, you pop the cork, half the champagne is gone before you even pour a first glass. But why are you drinking champagne then? You're celebrating. So jewelry's not for poor people, man. If you want to, save your money and do this and do that, don't buy any jewelry. Don't buy anything.
But invest it in gold.
You could invest it in gold.
Or you could buy gold stock.
Yeah, you could save it in gold. Gold is not necessarily an investment. It is now.
Well,
but
a hedge. It's a hedge.
But at this point in time, you never know what's going to happen with the dollar. You never know what's going to happen with the rest of society and civilization here. If gold is going to make that comeback as a currency, and if it does, then it might be priced somewhere else. It might be $20,000 an ounce. It might be $70,000 an ounce when it's recognized as money again. And it's now playing a bigger role. It was a joke.
More people are talking about it.
Yeah, it's coming back. So it was a joke when I started. It was like for poor people. It was $10 a gram, $8 a gram, man.
In 2004.
For $14K, yeah. Now it's like 80, 90, 100. Okay, but
do you buy the older, obsolete jewelry and melt it down? You do a lot of that?
I've been melting my jewelry down constantly as the gold price has been rising. It changed the business, People used to think, gold chains. It's only $2, $3 a gram. You're not making a lot of money. People would want to make watches, want to make something big margins, but they never factored in that if you hold your inventory for 15 years, you still melt it for a profit. So that's what made the business remarkable. I melt old garbage.
That's ugly.
And I made money on it. The things that never sold, I still up. So, the question is the price going to accelerate? Is it linear or is it on a bell curve, All right, are we going to see...
Has it been linear?
No.
For the last 3 decades?
No. It had a slow start. And then it accelerates like crazy, man.
So is it accelerating because people are looking at it as an alternative?
It's accelerating because the debt is exploding. How much money can you print, man? $36 trillion.
Well, inflation happens every day. It doesn't matter. It's going to continue to happen.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? When you're having interest and it's getting out of control. When you're paying interest on that, it's getting out of control. It's like that Hemingway quote, you go broke slowly and then all at once. So is that going to happen to the dollar? In our lifetime, is it really going to go all at once? Is it going to come to that point where the money's going to make and gold is going to play that important role again? If it does, it does. It doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, you're going to need gold. You're going to... it's going to be like Cortez when he went to Montezuma, fill the room with gold or else I'll kill you or whatever. if it turns into that. And if it doesn't, you'll just make a couple of extra bucks.
So you like Hemingway?
Oh, I like that quote.
You read? You read
I read a couple of things here and there, man. Not as much as I used to.
You have less time.
I like podcasts, man, or whatever, you know. Like I learned everything I wanted to learn.
So you built this brand.
Yeah,
You built a real big brand.
it's there.
What does it feel like that you actually did this on your own, from yourself, and poured everything into it? Do you look at it and say, I'm actually here?
After everything I've been through, you know, I just turn to the Lord, man, and I'm grateful to God. That's all it is. You know, that feeling that you're talking about, I wish I would have had it. I would have had it if I would have got there on the path that I was on. Mm-hmm. But where I'm at now, it's not about what I have or what I feel. It's about what I can do to participate in this world in a beautiful way so that I could leave a legacy of that, you know, that saves people the misery and makes life easier for others going forward. That's it.
Have you seen this guy? I don't know the name of his company, but he teaches people this car hack. Mm-hmm. And recently, he came into my feed, and now he's flipping watches. He's teaching people to flip watches. Have you seen this guy?
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I tell my daughter, who loves cars, sign up for it.
Yeah.
She says, Dad, it's a scam.
What's a scam?
The car flipping thing, the whole car thing, buying these cars.
Oh, really?
So now I see the watch thing.
Right. No.
It's not a scam.
Watches are a crazy business, man.
I know.
They're a ridiculous business, and there's money there, bro. So I don't know who's
I didn't realize in talking to Mickey about the Yacht Master that prices went up 10 to 15%.
Yeah.
Because I had in my head this one price.
Right.
And then when he showed me, I think probably the nicest piece that he showed me.
Yeah.
And then I told him, I said, well, this is where I wanted to be. Then I just realized that the price went up.
Yeah, that's it.
It's going to continue.
Gold watches and shit. Huh?
It's going to continue.
Yeah. All prices going up from here, my friend. The debt is 36 trillion.
Yeah.
It's going and nothing's stopping it. Nothing's slowing down. Washington's corrupt. They're stealing more and more. They're siphoning off money. Nobody knows how to do math. Nobody knows how to, do any accountability. Mm-hmm. You know, me and you do, but they don't. And this country's getting robbed. It's been being robbed, and they don't want to do anything about it. It's ridiculous, man. So, I don't really know what to say to that. That's why I'm like, I got to take care of myself, the people that listen to me, and the people that get involved in my life, and protect them, because the rest of them are stupid, bro. It's ridiculous, how.
So saying that you're running it's not small, your social media.
No,
it's not small at all. It's big.
Yeah.
Your jewelry business is big.
Yeah.
What's the framework for the decision making? Have you created a set of policies and procedures, a set of SOPs? How does every day unfold? Because you cannot be there on the counter. You can't be on the phone. You can't be everywhere because you've gotten so big.
I'm building a team, man. I'm not anywhere. I did that since I was 18. I don't want to be on a counter. I don't want to talk to anybody about a watch. I don't want to do anything, really. I want to sit here and come up with a video idea that could go viral, because that will do more work than anything else. So for me, I come through. I wake up when I wake up. I come to work and I come up with a video idea that I'm gonna make. Yesterday was some video about. I went into this place and they had 24 karat chains, and this girl was an Arabic girl, and she's like, "This is the Palestinian jewelry wedding gifts." So we did a video on that where, they take big gold necklaces and whatever it is. And my editor could have did a better job of editing it. And I gave it to him to edit. And, he flopped on it, but whatever. And then I was editing my video.
Did you put it up?
Yeah.
I'll look at it.
Yeah, it did all right. I mean, it was okay, but he could have did a better job. But what happened with him is I gave him a raise, and
Got soft.
And he got soft right away. So, and then he got lazy. So now I'm gonna have to put him on an incentive. If you don't hit, you don't get that. You're going to from. He showed up here. This is some hourly wage, $30 an hour, $35 an hour, whatever it is. Something, young guy, whatever, that you could live off of or what have you. But you're not going to sit here. I'm not going to lock you in at that rate if you can't deliver. When it was said, I told him, listen, if you get another #1 video, I will get you that raise. And he is day and night hunting for that thing.
There you go.
And now he got it. And now I'm, you know what I'm saying, paying the price for it. Because I gave him good footage and he didn't do it. But he tried to redo it again, but whatever. So I did that. I did this. I'm making videos. I'm going to the Vegas show.
What, in your opinion, hits? Well, define what you say hit. 100 million views?
Well,
what's a video that hits?
A video that hits on Instagram, something that's decent gets 1 million in 24 hours.
Got it.
Something that's above average gets 4 million. Something that's exceptional gets 10. And then they level up to 20 million after that. But that's neither here nor there. For me, when I go through my day, I'm focusing on things like that. But my main thing is building teams, taking young people, building them up. They're going to hire. They're going to be the ones that are going to sell. They're going to be the ones that are going to develop the website. They're going to be the ones that, solve the problems, organize the business, and that's it. I played my part, man. I showed up to the Diamond District with a digital camera when I was 18 years old. I did everything. I ate all the shit sandwiches. I did my job, man. Now I'm going to get these kids to work, live, have fun. That's it. I'm going to try to make money.
And you're going to make a few shekels.
Make a few shekels, that's right.
So how many kids have you had that have worked for you, taken your formula and tried to replicate it and succeeded?
None. I mean, all of them, a lot of them tried, the arrogant or whatever, but none of them really hit. This is not a game. This business is, you have people there, okay, that are there for 3-4 generations, okay? And they have $20 million of inventory in their window and in their store, 10 million, 5 million. Who the fuck are you to walk in there and then think you're the shit? You are shit. You're not the shit. You're nothing. So they get arrogant and they're not raised right. I don't know, man.
Who's the most arrogant kids running around?
I mean, whoever they come in there, man. It's all about how you're raised.
On social media?
No, the ones that are successful on social media are successful, and some people get in there. They have a business knack. They make it, but the average person, like you're giving them a chance and you're giving them a good opportunity, and the more you give them, the more they think that they're better and they're too good. You know the deal, man. You've seen it all. You know what I'm saying? And that happens all the time. You
see the same people on your way up that you come on your way down. You see the same people.
Yeah.
Okay, so you better be nice when you're going up, and you better be nice when you're going down.
Yeah, fuck being nice to them. You know what I'm saying? They don't have appreciation. They couldn't appreciate for their opportunity, and they went out there. I made them rich. I had a guy, Jewish guy, another guy that I was in the neighborhood, whatever. He was selling like a maniac, crazy sales guy, bro, like a killer, making $16,000 a month with me, so on and so forth. Started trying to do deals on the side. I fired him. Came up, tried to start his own business, flopped, got a job somewhere else. And now he's making nothing close to that. So he ruined his opportunity and my opportunity. I have the jewelry, I have the marketing, I have the clients. Sell the shit, make your money. You're a good sales guy, make your money. No, he had to get a little more. And now he doesn't have shit. And now I have to build another person up. Why? Because he's greedy, arrogant, selfish. So I've had that all the time, and I love to watch these people fail, bro. So they could learn.
Can you tell? Can you tell that they're going to fail?
Yeah, man. I see them. They get out there, they get going, and that happens several times. And then I've had people poison other people and get them, like I'm the boss. I walk out the room, and then you have one piece of shit there like my friend Danny that, robbed me, whatever. He'd be like, ha, 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 blah, blah, poisoning their fucking minds like the piece of shit that he was. It's just crazy what I've been through, man. And then he's ruining their chance, ruining their life.
But are there other people who do that in the district?
Passing him a bottle, trying to get him drunk, turning them into alcoholics, man. Huh?
Are there other people that do that in the district?
If they see a vulnerable, the behavior has changed now, but they would play these nasty, dirty tricks. They think they play these fucking tricks. That's why I run up on these people, bro. Like saying you're me, telling me this. I fucking run up 2 inches, an inch away from their face, screaming at them and telling them what the fuck their problem is or where my money is or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? These dirty little games, bro. I take the jewelry, I manufacture it, I put a fair markup, I brand it, I come up with a clever idea. I don't come around scheming like a snake.
You're doing business.
How I could bribe your employee or hide a sale or run off on a bill or, do this or poison some other person. These fucking people, you know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as I see that, I attack them and I hurt them. I'll hurt them, man.
Your parents are still alive?
Yeah, by the grace of God.
They must be incredibly proud of you.
They're happy.
Siblings?
Oh, yeah, I have a sister.
Sister?
She's got 4 kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. So you're an uncle?
Yes.
She doesn't work. She didn't work in the business?
No, nobody did.
So you got nephews that can come into the business?
Well, I got a cousin that showed up now.
Yeah?
Distant
from
relative.
Azerbaijan? Or
No, she's from Georgia.
From Georgia?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, because my grandmother was from Georgia, so through my grandmother's side. So, yeah, she showed up, and she's a smart girl. So that's it. I used to have cousins working for me when I started it, but one became a lawyer, the other became, did some accounting business. And then, my nephew, he worked for me for a little while, but, that Orthodox Jewish, I don't know, but, my brother-in-law doesn't want to work in or some shit. So
Why?
whatever, I don't fucking know. Whatever. I'm too out of control. I don't want to be influencing. He doesn't want them influenced because, I influence people. I put them on a certain direction. So, but this girl is here. She might be working. That might work out.
It'll work out.
Yeah, she's doing great. I
It'll
hope
work out.
that. It's nice to have family around.
Family's everything. Family is everything. That's the one thing that at this age, at 66, you start to lose a lot of people. You start to lose a lot of friends.
Shit.
They get that C word and they're gone. I mean, fast.
Yeah.
Super fast.
The time goes by fast, right?
Yeah.
From where I'm at to where you're at, those 26 years.
Yeah. You gotta enjoy every single moment. You're friends with Moses.
Yeah.
You guys are really close.
Yeah.
You fight in the trenches with him?
Not really. Listen, I learned. I met him through the business, and he's been respectful with me, and I with him, and we got to know each other well, and we appreciate one another, and we build a relationship. Listen, the Diamond District and the Jewish people there had a nasty way of doing business. Okay, the behavior was disgusting. And
it's always been that way.
No, it hasn't always been that
No?
way. I don't know what it was, but there was a lot of empty windows in the Diamond District because nobody wanted to shop there, because nobody wanted to be there with a bunch of backstabbing snakes sneaking and hating, and a lot of that was going on. And I showed these fucking idiots how to do business better. And now it's key money again. Okay, key money is where if you want to take a booth, you put $300,000 down for the keys before you even talk about the rent and security deposit or whatever it is. And that changed. And that should be an influence for the Jewish people and the Jewish community that are there. And that happened with Moses and that happened with this. But there was a lot of people that were acting such a nasty fucking way. It really bothered me. Okay? It really bothered me. Because they always like sneaking and hating and fucking the hate. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's jealousy.
Yeah, I mean, but for, for what? Listen, it's not jealousy, it's godlessness. You're either close to God or you're far.
Yeah.
You either have a true faith or you don't. You either behave at a high moral code or you don't. Okay? So that's what it was. Now it's a little bit better. That's the one thing I like to participate in, and that's that. And that's what it was with me and Moses and whatever. Moses was struggling because he was, doing whatever it was. And then he learned how to do the beautiful social media and built an incredible brand. And we're teaching young kids, and there's a lot of young Jewish kids and other kids showing up to the Diamond District, learning money, learning not to get ripped off, learning value and price, what the difference is. And, changing the game. And if the rest of America knew what that was, they wouldn't be getting ripped off. They wouldn't be $36 trillion in debt. And they wouldn't have the problems that they currently have, being manipulated and fucked over, man.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. They look at something and they believe it's actually real.
Right.
When it's absolutely not.
It's called being duped.
So you know the social media game.
Yeah.
I just realized that most of these people in social media that have these tragedy stories,
right.
They lived in a dumpster, they ate out of a garbage can, the gun didn't go off, and then it went off. They sold drugs. They lost their wife to an overdose.
Yeah.
Their friend died in their arms. 80% of it's bullshit.
You should be able to tell that, though, from the person immediately, man.
It blows me away. I don't ever really talk about getting fucked over.
Right.
But I've had... So I have a couple programs where I'll coach some people. And I have a very expensive program. Right. And they have the right to participate with me in a deal. Mm-hmm. So I bring a deal to a guy.
Right.
And I said, you work the deal.
Right.
We'll go raise the money.
Right.
And I get a phone call. I'm eating dinner in Vail skiing. And he goes, oh, by the way, one of my students brought me this deal. I'm going to buy it. It's the deal that you sent me.
Okay.
Cool. I'm like, how you doing the deal? Exactly the way I told him to do the deal. So the World Circular calls me the other day, and he said to me that he needed some help with getting clemency on something.
All right.
I said, oh, all right. Well, have your attorney send me your shit.
Okay.
So do I say, go fuck yourself? No.
No, you don't want to say that.
I just said, listen, watch, and...
Right.
And
so this is a good person or a bad person? I don't understand.
I haven't figured it out yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
It's a process.
All right.
At 66, it's still a process.
Right.
You know, there's guys I've been friends with since I was kids.
Right.
Like you. One I just had to say goodbye to.
Right. Why? He died? Or?
No, he didn't do me right.
After all those years? Yeah. Oh, that hurts after, a lot of time.
Yeah.
Things
it still happens at this stage in life.
Listen, man. Under the right circumstances, people will kill each other just for the water that's left in this bottle.
Well, that water might be the new gold tomorrow.
Forget about the new gold. It might be enough to survive, to make it the hell out of a certain situation. So under enough pressure is what I realized. Anybody could be evil, and anybody could turn on one another. And it takes a very special person not to turn into that under extraordinary pressure, under extraordinary strife. But some it takes very little. And some it takes, some will never break and never bend. But most, under certain circumstances, can be nasty.
So the videos when you give people away from the chest, the gold and the silver, how are those doing?
Those are good. I mean, I got to come up with a new shtick, man.
I like it. I like it. I think people don't really know what the value of gold and silver is. Yeah, I mean, but it's boring. I got to come up with something new. What about dressing in a chicken suit? I don't want to do it. You could do that. We could do a Mark Shapiro special. I could do that. I was thinking more like a pirate because my eye hasn't come back yet. Eye patch. The eye patch, yeah. Okay. I was definitely thinking that. Whenever you're ready for that, you let me know. I'll come to the Diamond District.
I'll give you a real tour over there.
Well, I'd probably get in trouble over there.
Why is that?
Because I'm like you. I can't hold my thoughts. I gotta say it.
Nah, man, you'd be fine, bro.
At some point in life, I decided I don't have a filter. I don't hold back anything anymore.
Yeah, neither do I. But, you know, there's nothing to hold back. You'd be over there, you'd see some timepieces, and people just give you a price, bro. That's it.
No, I go, you know, when I'm
Everything's
there,
fine. Yeah.
when I'm there, it's hard because I everything I see I want to buy
So?
because I love stuff.
So buy it.
So
What's the problem?
no, it's I'm
You
trying.
don't want to reach into your pockets?
I do reach into my pockets. I do, but
You're
typically
doing
I go down
real
to
estate, you're doing
go to the
this.
Seabogue. So what about opening a shop down there?
If I have a good business partner, I will. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the people, man.
There's a few good people down there.
Yeah, if I have to, you know, trust them, build a relationship with different people, and then eventually I'll get around.
So there used to be a guy down there, Freddy's.
Freddy's.
They used to be the bellwether.
Okay.
I don't think they are anymore.
Yeah.
So he was good for stones.
Yeah.
He was very, very, very good for stones.
Yeah, that's good.
But he
That's
got
good.
old.
He got old. Yeah, he
got old.
You know, he got his piece of the pie. That's it.
And then you have the father and son. They're pretty good with watches.
Right.
The Cuban guys, I forget their name, RCCR.
Oh yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, but you know, listen, you're talking about a big state here, and there's plenty of more than one person or whatever. But anyway, I'm building a brand. You know, I'm gonna focus on developing that brand and make it a desirable, legendary thing. You know, one of the most successful companies out there is Chrome Hearts. You know Chrome Hearts?
I do.
Everybody does, right?
I do.
You know what I'm saying? Piece of silver. They're selling a hoodie for $900.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. So they have that. It's a desirable brand. That's what I need to do. I don't want to sit here and haggle, you know, I got a stone for you. I'm the good guy down there. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? I want to build a brand where people are standing in line to get a piece of the action. And that's my job. And then I'm going to have my subsidiaries and my people build a business group that's going to open up a store, whether it's on this street or on that Lincoln Avenue, wherever the hell it is. You know, and that's it, man. I'm not doing any of that shit.
Before I wrap this up, October, I believe it's October 15th.
Yes.
We're doing a very exclusive event
Right.
for only millionaires.
Okay.
It's going to be in one of the hangars in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Be 500 people.
Okay.
I'd love to invite you. I'd love for you to come. You want to come participate?
October.
We're doing, yeah.
If I make it to October,
You'll make it to October. You tell them they got to go through me first, okay? Because I've been through my share of wars, and I'm still standing. So
I'm all for it. And what's the event
Thank
about?
you. It is with my friend Rafa. He's the man of war. He teaches people to be men.
Okay.
So you could definitely add to that.
Okay.
And then I'll talk a little bit about real estate.
Yeah.
And then we'll bring one other person, a guy that does some sales training. This kid Daniel G. I don't know if you know him.
Right.
He's
I heard of him.
good kid.
Good guy.
Good young, aggressive guy. No holes barred.
Okay.
So it's just be a full one day.
All right, Mark.
So
I love it.
where do people find you?
They find me in the Diamond District.
Gotcha. Where's the Diamond District?
It's 47th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue, Traxx NYC.
Nice. Thank you. This meant a lot to me, Max.
Thank you. That's my pleasure, bro.
Thank you.
All right.
Guys, this is the truth, okay? He's a G. This is the man right here. You need something, okay? Something real,
If you
okay?
got money
And you want
spend
opals,
it.
it's time for the opal.
There you
The
go.
opal is the new diamond. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, if you like this video and you want to learn more about the art of investing in multifamily real estate, then I want you to click the link in the description below. At Shapiro Capital, that is exactly what we do. Our community is designed to show you every nook and cranny in the real estate business, and it has helped our students close over $200 million in deals to date. So if you are ready to begin the process of mastering the multifamily business, I want you to click the link below. We can start building your portfolio today. Let's go!